Storm Watch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
Definitely a cute dog, but in terms of our winds right now, we are looking pretty light and variable in terms of the wind, except it's at 7 miles an hour out of the north in Brookings. It's not really all that significant, but it is significant in terms of the temperatures because it is 84 degrees, so that north wind really helping to warm up Brookings from that Chetco effect. 78 out in Port Orford. Don't pay attention to that Gold Beach reading. That's not accurate at 59. But eastward, we're looking at 64 degrees. Excuse me, 64 degrees in Grants Pass, 60 in Medford, 57 in Ashland. Now, Siskiyou County, we're looking at generally 60s and 70s on the map, 65 in Doris, 70 degrees out in Montague, but way out in Solms Bar, it's 74 degrees. Klamath and Lake counties, we're pretty much into the 60s. The warm spot, 69 in Lakeview, 66 degrees in Klamath Falls, and a pair of 62s for both Chemult and Chiloquin. We do have fog still over at Gold Beach, 1 3/4 mile visibility, but down to the south in Brookings with that offshore flow, you're looking pretty clear. As for the rest of the area, and we're going to stay clear for the remainder part of the day today and into tomorrow morning, but once we get to tomorrow afternoon, we'll start seeing a shift of that heat low from right over Brookings, and that is going to start shifting directions, which is going to allow those low clouds and fog to move from south towards the north. So plan on those increasing clouds along the Oregon coast, and you can see by a lot of the green splotches, that's indicating drizzle being possible along the Oregon coast. So don't be surprised for that happening for tomorrow and even into Sunday as well. But for the Rogue Valley Planner for the remainder part of the day today, it's going to be pretty warm yet again. A lot of sunshine throughout the day. Great day to get outside and enjoy the perfect weather. If you haven't maybe stepped outside just yet, it's perfect weather for t-shirts, any kind of short sleeves for today. And we're going to forecast 88 for Medford, 78, well, that's not actually, it's going to be more like 87 degrees out in Brookings, 75 in Lakeview, 78 degrees in Klamath Falls. But for tonight, another mild night, 40s and 50s for the most part, 38 though out in Lakeview, 54 in Medford, 49 degrees for Wairika. So we're expecting very warm temperatures through Sunday as high pressure dominates our weather pattern, but that starts to shift off towards the east. We're looking at a fall-like pattern for early next week as a big system moves through on Monday, and that pushes off towards the east. And then eventually, once we get towards the latter part of next week, we're looking at high pressure building again, but that may not last all that long. But in terms of our Friday night blitz forecast, what we're going to be looking at is temperatures into the upper 80s for kickoff, only mid 70s by halftime, so very, very pleasant temperatures overall. Perfect day to wash your car over the next several days, at least through Sunday. Temperatures will cooperate also, and the weather as well. But you can see we get below normal by the time we get towards Monday of next week. Rain chances really start to ramp up beginning on Monday as well. So here's your 7-day forecast for the Oregon coast. We're looking at 70s through Friday, and by the time we get to Saturday, we'll be into the 60s for the remainder part of the 7-day period. For Northern California, staying in the 80s through Sunday, then cooling way off into the 60s by the time we get to Tuesday of next week. And the Klamath Basin will be pretty breezy through the next several days. Wind really picks up by the time we get towards Monday. And the Cascades, whole lot of sunshine, but those clouds will eventually increase, and boy, a big change by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday of next week. In the Rogue Valley, right around 90 degrees for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Just a skoshie bit cooler on Sunday. Much different overall look, 60s and 70s Monday through Wednesday of next week.